What is up? We're back on another stream because I ate some dinner. I ate some food. Took all of about 15 minutes. Wait, I am back. We're gonna finish this. It's this magical thing we do where I act like an idiot and you pretend to go along with it. So we ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Do 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 do. Magical fact: carbohydrates give you energy. Do 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 do. Boom. So we're gonna unscrew this. We're gonna unscrew the charge box. And we gotta plug some things back in here. Let's do some plugging cables, man. So what we do is we go along here, we take this cable thingy here, we insert cable here. Where is that darn little thing? Where we insert there it is. Insert that thing right there. We insert all of the cables right there. Oh my gosh, Dad, I did it! I'm so cool! Dad, look at me, I'm doing it! I put together a 3D printer, Dad. I don't know if my dad could even do this. Alright, so we slide cable bundle cables. Actually, to keep the OCD on standby, I'm going to put the cable head right there. Because for some reason, it keeps me more sane to have it going right there. Don't ask why. It's all this. Something weird happens in here. I don't like the way it looks, so I fix it. You're the light, you're the blood, you're the color of my skin. Follow me every inch. Why is that in my head? Did you chew? Oh my god, yes I did. It was pasta though. So like, when you cook pasta, right? It's nice al dente. It's to the tooth. That's what al dente means. To the tooth. To the tip of the tongue, to the tip of the tooth. To the tip of the tongue, to the tip of the tooth. Tooth. Okay. So, we gotta go back to the manual. We gotta go to the Mark 2.5 one. The one that tells you how to put electronic together. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Oh my god, where is the one where it is? Shoot a thermistor, filament sensor. Use the lower row of pins in the connector, ensure the red wire is on the right. So we're using the lower wire, the lower level of pins. Connector is on the right. Oh my god, I did it! Look at me, Dad, I can connect electronics! Look at me, Dad, I can put together a 3D printer! He's so proud of me. So while I do this, they shall watch the God's most boring show. You missed pasta? Well, why can't you eat pasta? Well, I had ravioli, actually, to be specific. I did not have pasta. I had ravioli. Ravioli. It's better. It's guaranteed to be better, because it is more Italian. This is what I'm like in school. This is what I'm like anywhere besides around my family. Don't tell them that. It's just true. They act like I actually have depression. I don't. I'd probably be the most bipolar person in the world, though. Actually, I'd be diagnosed with it. I'd actually have ADHD probably if I was diagnosed with it, or OCD, or one of those. One of those two, or all of the above. I like the all of the above option. As I was saying, kind of like carbs give me sugar. Plus, it's 6 o'clock. Low carbs. You can't eat carbs. Oh, low carb diet. Okay. Well, we got a Peloton in our house, so I'm free to eat whatever I want. Except I didn't ride today. I didn't exercise. Well, actually, I did exercise today. Not much. I didn't get on the. Actually, did I get on the cardio machines? No, I did not get cardio in today. I did not get cardio in. Well, I did run for about 10 minutes at the beginning of the period. On the track 3 times, which is 3/4 of a mile, so good enough, I say. Ah, I wish I could breathe. Oh, how much I wish I could breathe. Alright, so okay, so this is P2. P2 goes here. P2, P1. P1, P2. What if I had been connecting this wrong the whole time? Wouldn't work. I was 6 stone heavier with carbs. 6 stone heavier? I don't get that. Come on, man, I'm only 15, like, I'm not that old. I don't get references, really, most of the time. Yeah, like, really, though. People make references all the time. Like, I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I am a 3D printing child. And I live a great world where I don't judge people. People can judge me all they want. And I can just, it literally bounces off of me most of the time. And I'm not going to go out there and say what is the worst for me, because that would be counterintuitive. I've heard it before. I'm sick and tired of hearing it. So, it's just cruel. People need to insult you to make them feel better about themselves. So be it. That's your own problem. You're the one with the problem. Okay, we gotta redo the calibration because I totally screwed around with this. Just gonna put the steel sheet in the garbage. Alright, let's redo some calibration. Settings, calibration. Did I put any bed level corrections in? -5 on the front. Okay. I can remember that. Wizard. Yes, guide me through the setup process. Please guide me through the setup process. Testing the shooter fan. Oh my god, it's working. It's spinning. Oh my god, it's so cool. Is the front print hand fan spinning? Yes, and it is blowing. Low cal is no joy. Like, honestly. It's really expensive, but 45-minute workout, 690 calories. Damn, like, you can't beat that. 45-minute workout, yeah. Alright, let's hope it homes. Yeah, it works. While this is going, I'm going to put back these drill bits. Go! And my computer's right here. Okay, checking the bed. It is heating. So we're good there. The dog sees the other dog. You can hear that through the floor. Maybe. Who knows? Well, I could know if I ever feel like watching this. Sometimes I do watch the streams after I do them. See what I'm like during the stream. Sometimes I'm very energetic during the stream. It's kind of annoying. It's annoying to some people. That's hot. Ow. So the only print that I got the Mark 2.5 to do was this right here. A good old 3D printing lab coin, which I do run a lot on printers. Bed has been checked. Bed is okay. Filament sensor checking. Filament sensor okay. My God, it's all correct, everybody. It's all correct. I'll run XYZ calibration now. It will take approximately 12 minutes. Rotate the knob all the way to the top. While you do that, search for other bond check pulley. Ow, crap. That hurt. Please clean nozzle for calibration. Clean it up. Place a Place a piece of paper. So the next anything related to Prusa stream will be the MMU V2 assembly. Because I ordered that. I did want to make a video on the Maker's Muse puzzle cube, and I decided that. There you go. Next one. Okay, so I have an SD card for this guy here, one that's running right now. And for the Mark III, I'm going to heat it up, and it's going to start doing some MakerBox samples. I have my computer right here. So this guy's going to print a Benchy. Benchy? Shall it print a Benchy? Alright. So what I need to do is slice up some files for this guy. Correct. I need to slice up some files for this guy. There's a lot of files already on here. We like it. Let's add all new objects, all of the default objects, sample G codes, Mark II, all these here. There. So this command, this one, and that. Drop these all on. We're just going to start with the Prusa logo to make sure it's actually working first before we try and screw around with anything. Well, this thing's completed. Reload this Matter Hackers Blue Pearl PLA. The filament we are running is this is the Benchy. I think there's a Benchy G code on here. Okay, so pretty much 3 of them are PLA based. So you can choose which PLA based. What am I using? Which PLA based MakerBox filament we shall use. So we have this PLA blue from AIO Robotics blue. We have PLA PHA-ish thing. So I think it's PLA PHA, sort of like color fab. It's pink. So pink, mostly coming up red. Sorry. And then this linen material, which is also PLA based. It's a matte surface finish. Is a matte finish biofilament made with renewable materials like wood and other plants. Prints like PLA. So I'm gonna slice up for PLA for the coin. This guy still has the hardened nozzle, so. Okay, so we'll eject the Mark II. There's that clicking PSU that drives me crazy. Gotta put the steel sheet on this guy. Okay. Linen? We're going with linen. Alright then. Yeah, do your thing. So I'm going to slice up my maker coin. I want to say expect this video by Saturday, but don't get any promises on that. Never know. Small coin. And if you want to print your own 3D Printing Lab maker coin, go ahead and check out the thingamabobber that I cannot remember off the tip of my head, off the tip of my tongue. I stick at 100 for this. I usually stick to 80 infill for filaments I'm not sure of, that I don't use constantly. So infill I do 10 for the maker coins. And then PLA. Now it says 200 to 210, so no. So I do my generic PLA, which is 210 to 205, and then 60C on the bed. Printer we will keep with this. Alright, so export G code. This is PLA coin. So that will work. Save. Save. Okay, 2 hours. Eject the SD card. Give me the SD card. So, actually, what I do want to do to this machine is I want to put, there's this upgrade in the community to put TMC 2100 drivers on this printer. It completely voids the Prusa warranty, but my machine is out of warranty. Only stuff included in the Mark 2.5 upgrade. So if I fry the board, I'm still screwed. I'd have to buy my own. But I'm good at soldering. You have the reason it voids the warranty is you have to solder directly to the board. So we're going with linen. So I'm studying for finals. Whenever I hear linen in my head, I hear Lenin. Like Leningrad, Lenin. Siege of Leningrad. Yeah. Insert PLA. Extruder. And press the knob to load it. Let's see if it saves my filament sensor. I take that as a no. These are a little tight. Comes out white? Uh-oh. It's very textury. 2130. 2130 for the win. I can't use 2130s on here for some reason. I don't know what it is, but like it doesn't work for it. It's filament extruding it with the correct color, but it's bubbling. So I'm afraid of that it might be absorbed a little moisture since it's been sitting in the bag for about 2 weeks. No Zidorovi? It always sounds so weird when this thing literally rams its axes into the ends of the damn thing. It's just crash, crash. Crash, crash. Holy crow, you need to go down. What does a good first layer look like? What's like our ideal first layer? So let's look at this one and see how far the nozzle is. Let's move that to 8. Oh, Russian cheers. You're Russian? Cool. I'm blood-born American. Yeah. Actually, this was weird, really creepy one time. Someone looked at my ceiling, was able to tell exactly where, like what state in the United States I live in. And I'm like, how do you know that? And they're like, oh, well, wherever you live, where I live, they only do ceilings like that. It's really weird. I don't understand why, but they do. I'm a contractor, by the way. And I'm like, okay. That looks a little too squished down, in my opinion. I'm going to raise this up a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Oh my god, how much longer? Oh my god, look, it's so cool. Do you want to repeat the last step between nozzle adjustment? No, I do not. All is done. Happy printing! Just Prusa. We are going to print the PLA Prusa. 100%. What? How do you know? I can think of a good reason why you know the Russian cheers. One of my friends said it's always good to speak Russian, and I'm like, one of my friends is like, it's always good to speak Russian. And I'm like, why would it be good to speak Russian? He's like, hookers. And I'm like, Nice job. That just made me laugh. Tortures me. But it's like, this printer's really loud. So that's why I want to put TMC 2100s on. The entire upgrade is about $70. I spent $2,000 at the Prestige shop on this machine, parts for the Mark II originally. There's just like a gunk of crap on my hot end. Now I get to see how good I did the first layer. Is this too close? I think it's too close. Don't hit my finger. Oh my god, come off, you damn glob. Okay, so, move! I have a working Mark 2.5. It's a little close. So let's back it to 75. Okay, so this is close too. So I'm going to back this down to... Are these at the same live Z adjust? No, this is a whole... Yeah, exactly. Darn, that's still way too close. You gotta go like -7. Darn, that is still really close. Let's go -8. Let's go 225. One thing I definitely like about the Mark III and the Mark 2.5 is that special pinda. Let me tell you about that special pinda. The temperature shift that comes from printing from PLA to PETG sucks. You can never get your first layer right and you're constantly tweaking it. And once you tweak it, your PLA doesn't work anymore. You have to raise it back up. You don't have to deal with that anymore. With that thing. Just a tad bit more. We're going to go to 8. This one also needs to be raised up. We're going to send that one to 8. This is falling. It's in the UK, there is no regional code. There's only right, and the planning guy will gut us. Exactly. Okay, so someone ripped me a new one for this. I don't really care. What I do when I print samples is I throw them over the table underneath the back end here, under the table, and I sprawl them out across the room. So let me do that. This is one thing I hate about samples, is when you grab the wrong end. It's all tangled and twisted. It's really... Which hand is that? That's that. This is how I run my filament samples. Okay, what workout did I do today? Today I did shoulders. So I want to do core tomorrow. My partner does not want to do core. He does CrossFit. Oh, but tomorrow's Tuesday. He doesn't do CrossFit on Tuesdays. All I want to do is core. Honestly. There we go. I hit my move streak. Yeah, like someone. There was that one guy. If you follow Joseph Bruce on Twitter, there was this one guy who said, "Prusa stole my idea of putting a thermistor in the temperature sensor probe." They're like, "Prusa stole my idea. Oh my god, I'm gonna sue him." And then he went viral in the whole community and everything. And then Chris will like rip this guy a new one on Twitter. No, Chris didn't rip this guy a new one on Twitter. But it was just so stupid, and I was actually laughing at it. How like idiotic this guy was. It's like Cruiser stole my idea. I did a test 4 months ago, saying about how I did this test where if you put a thermistor in the temperature sensor, it can account, well, there's drifts in it. I'm like, everyone knows about the drifts. It's how you implement the change to fix said drifts. Okay, that's better. I don't even know how much filament this thing uses. Yeah, it was not it. It's fixed now, though. Emails. So, I ordered the TMC 2100 drivers from a guy on eBay. And he was like all mad at me because I had to cancel the order. Because I'm like, I'm not going to have these sitting around if I can't get this printer to work, and I might sell it. Because if it didn't work, I'd get rid of it. I want money from it. So I'm like, I'm not going to have this if I can't get it to work. So, of course, now that it's working, I follow him on YouTube, and he did apologize, but it's not unheard of. If you get bored, look into a Frank Whittle and his German counterpart. Oy vey. It's just some people are like... I swear to God, they do it purposely sometimes. So it's really inconsistent. Crud. It's probably severely overshooting now. Ruh-roh. We're going to calibrate an extruder today? We are. That's looking good. Except it's severely over extruding. Because during the troubleshooting phase, I went into the Facebook group. And they said, you, sir, they're like, you, sir, should. Yeah, okay, so I fixed that at the end. You, sir, should. What did they say? You should try calibrating your E-steps. And I'm like, why would that make a difference? Like I told you, my machine physically stops extruding. It stops extruding completely. It's not my E-steps. It physically stops extruding completely. They're like, calibrate your E-steps. And I'm like, you're useless. Where are my calipers? Calipers. Where people do sometimes have the same idea at the same time, like Whittle. First, jet engines. Oh, the printed jet engine. I want to print one of those. I think I was printing one before one time. No, a smart person would put stuff back where it belongs after they use it. But they don't, because I'm not a smart person. Okay, so we need 120 millimeters of filament. Okay, so Sharpie filament. Okay. So we mark that up with Sharpie. We're going to feed through 100 millimeters of filament now. No, crud! If I retract it 2 millimeters back. So it's over extruding by 20 millimeters. It's over extruding by 20 millimeters. I told it to give me 100. It gave me 120. I gotta go to the instructions. Matshub.com. Oh my god. I told it to extrude 100. Whittle developed the first jet engine, World War II era, essentially in a shed. The RAF backline saw no use for it. The Germans followed the same ideas around the same time. Yeah. Never really know gyroid anything. Cool. Linear advance. PID tuning, sure calibration. Okay. So these numbers are all off. So we need to plug this in and fix this. So it's severely over extruding. I told it to give me 100. It gave me 120. That's all my fault too. I'm totally taking the blame for that. That's all my fault. Well, it's not my fault. It's actually the support person who told me to do it. So. Ooh, what USB modem are we on? Connect. 141. Alright, so let's turn on the heaters. Set. Alright. I think it's M503. Yes, alright. So 184.72 times 100. I need a marker to write on. I need a piece of paper to write on. So the total amount of steps it took is 184. It's 18,472 steps. Okay, so it's y times the actual extruded distance, so 120, equals 18472. Therefore, calibrated extruder steps is divide both sides by 120. So y, the calibrated extruder steps. So it's 18472 divided by 120. 184.72 divided by 120. $18472 divided by 120 is 153.93. Okay. So it's M92 E M92 E 153.00. So M501 M503. Alright, it's M92 E 153.00. M5, it's M500, M503, M92, E153. It's a nice round error. Yeah, exactly. Disconnect. Can't read from printer. Disconnected? Yes, it is. Now I actually disconnected it from the computer. Did it the safe way. FYI, if you have never realized this, you should always unplug. You should always disconnect it from the serial port on the computer before you unplug it from the printer. So we're gonna turn on that filament sensor. Filament sensor is now on. We're gonna unload our filament. And now we're gonna print a bench. So I'm gonna run it in some good old filament that would have worked before. Some filamentum green grass green PLA. Look, it loads now. This thing, may I say, would not extrude before at all. Filament would slip, it would have no grip on it. Okay, that's doing the infill. Yeah, but I want to max. Should we see what's happening on the Twitterverse right now? Dominic, shooting aim with correct color? Yes, it is. Benchy, 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 Benchy. Prusa, Gear Bearing, Buddy, Batman, Adelinda, 3D Hubs Marvin, 3D Benchy. You gotta print a Benchy, everybody. I'm gonna keep the bed at 60 because that is my own personal opinion. And we shouldn't be overshooting this time. Okay. See me CMC, Matter Hackers. Craft beer, craft beef. When we will start, why would you want to bomb us? I had Pearl Night Blue. I just didn't want to get up. That's completely it. I did not want to get up. It's on the top shelf. Top shelf is the important ones. Not really. Test stream lagged by going to pee. Test stream like yeah, exactly. It's a baby Benchy. It's a regular size Benchy. It's not baby sized. It's a baby. It's a regular size Benchy. But I like to print big Benchies. I'm totally resting the camera right on my microphone. Oh my god, look, you can see it printing. Oh my god, look, you can see it printing. Isn't that so cool? Ruh-roh. Where's my little guy? Give me a second. Alright. 3. It is not a tripod, it's a quadrupod. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the background music that you guys all love. I'm going to play that background music. I'm going to leave you with the print. It's going to be printing for probably the next 2 hours. It's only 7:30, so I'll come down later, check it in. I will be on the chat, though, if you have any questions at all. But let's get that music playing again. It's some beautiful royalty-free music. And I will still be monitoring the chat, so keep it.
Yes, I'm in love. Dancing.
Alright, so I'm going to put these in silent mode so you can actually hear me. Doesn't really do much on this printer. Doesn't really have a silent mode. I'm going to drop this by about 5 degrees because it said 210 to 205. So, going to 200. So I'm going to drop that down a little bit. Alright, so it is working well. There's a little bit of like reverberations around the corners. That's really usual for a Benchy. That's why I kind of also want to do the TMC 2100 upgrade, because there's 256 micro stepping on the drivers. And yeah, so everything looks great. Obviously this doesn't have crash detection, but they're doing great. This has been running for 39 minutes. This has been running for 59 minutes. They're both doing well. The Mark 2.5 is actually working now. It can print. It grips the filament. I've never actually tested the filament runout sensor on here. Should we do it? Or not? I've never tested the filament runout sensor on here yet. It's never been able to extrude, so why not? Let's test it right now. Let's see if this works. Watch it fail. Yeah, that's usual for YouTube. There we go. I was wondering if it would never trigger. Alright, press snap to unload. It worked. Okay, so we're a little hot because it's a filament string thing. Filament unload successful. Yes, please insert filament. New one's in. So the filament runout sensor works. This guy shall be printing. We're going to lower this guy about 5 degrees. Alright, so, everybody, I mean, Big Man Mike, pretty much, and anyone else who decides to watch this, the VOD of the stream later, go ahead. It's working fine. Everything's working fine here now. The 3D Printing Labs Studio is working once again. Happy about that. Promise I won't die. We did have a few issues at first. If you didn't know, if you didn't see the previous video, check it out. I can't put a card right here. It should be right here. I can't put a card there because it's during the stream. But check the link in the description to the previous one. Okay? That was the previous stream for this. So if you didn't see what's wrong, I described it there, but essentially the filament was not being gripped by the drive gears at all. We couldn't figure out why, so the support sent me 2 new gears. And those worked out well. Those are working well so far. I do want to lower my live Z a little bit, because the corner did curl up. So just a small little drop down, maybe about 0.025 would be fine. But I'm going to chat with Prusa support and tell them that the replacement drive gears are working great. But yeah, so there's your summary of what happened today. And yeah, I have bronchitis, so we're getting over that. Videos will be back soon. I promise. I'm printing a coin out for the MakerBox video right now. Next on this is going to be a coin for the MakerBox video. The video should be posted by Saturday, but don't expect it exactly any time to do stuff. Yeah, exactly. There's always problems. Nothing ever works completely right the first time. Actually, the first time I assembled the Mark II, it actually worked perfect right out of the box. The Mark IIs never really had a level bed, and I never could understand why. I had the MMU on this. That didn't work out well. I tried troubleshooting for days, and I could never get it to work. So I sold it to someone. Yeah. I'm not having blackouts. Not blackouts. I'm not having issues with this right now. Everything looks good. It's extruding properly. Printer looks fine. It's printing well. It's a Benchy. So there's usual problems that a lot of printers have. If you want me to do the TMC 2100 upgrade, go ahead, tweet at me on Twitter. I'm at TJTech12. You can check out my Insta for the shop, my Etsy shop. That's in the description. It's tjbscreations.etsy.com. You can buy my ears. I also sell candles now. You can check that out down below in the description and everything.